think I first realized when I was gay sometime in elementary school. My first crush that I can think of was in the fourth grade, but back then I don't think I really understood what those feelings were.
I started noticing that people were making fun of me for just being myself. I started second guessing every single action or every single word that I spoke. It's still a bit of a struggle today.
When I was 14, I had my first kiss with my then best friend behind the roller rink in the town I grew up in rural Washington State. I'd had sandbox love boyfriends before, but it always felt like playing house at the life that was expected of me in the Mormon Mountain West.
In college, I was part of a very heterosexual, heteronormative space, the Greek system. And what gave me the courage to come out was when I realized there were younger girls who were struggling with their sexuality. And it was like the switch flip. It stopped being about what I could lose, and it became about what I could change.
I first realized I was queer in middle school. So at around that age, I was equally interested in boys as I was in girls, but I denied that part of myself out of fear of rejection and also being framed as weird. So I lived my life essentially with a facade.
My child came out to me probably last in the family. They were nervous about, I'm fairly moderate in general. They were nervous about my reactions. But they're my child. I love them. It doesn't matter what labels or transitions they make as they age. And my perception of the LGBTQIA+ community is of a community that strives to find its place and do so in a fun and engaging manner. And I support that.
I didn't feel comfortable coming out until my brother came out first, and he ended up writing a letter to my mother. And until about a decade later, I felt comfortable coming out to my folks about my sexuality.
Marriage is a big deal in the Punjabi community, and most of the marriages are arranged. So my parents kept pressuring me to get married. So I decided to stand up for myself and decided to come out.
I felt supported by Arup by finding both a sense of purpose and community.
I felt supported by Arup as a member of the LGBTQ+ community since my time as an intern. A big part of the reason why I chose to return to Arup after my time here was because it's the first firm that I feel like really invests in the success of its members as holistic people. I see a breadth of unique identities and experiences represented across different disciplines, which is part of what allows us to thrive in our work as a design firm because Arup has so many different perspectives to draw from.
I remember walking into the office during Pride Month and seeing the Pride flag floating in the void and feeling like this was a safe space where I can honor and celebrate my identity. It's been a very judgment-free zone, and joining Connect Out has also been incredible because it's an employee resource group where I felt like I'm being seen and also heard.
As a queer person, coming out never ends. I like to think we're headed towards a day that no one has to come out, but in the present I still have to consider whether sharing this core part of my identity is likely to present a threat to my safety with each new person that I meet. I'm encouraged, though, to come out for the coming generations of queer youth who might have the opportunity to experience a lifetime of queer joy untarnished by the trauma carried by generations past and present.